you're at the front of that, not only the regenerative farming piece and the people who care about the planet piece, but I've thought for a long time, the nutrient dense, nutritional focus food is, and not only as medicine, but as preventative medicine. That's what you're at the front of.
We think of things that are so important, but we forget to think about what we're eating and putting into our own bodies. And the only way we know that is, to buy local or look at the ingredients or ask people, where are they getting their ingredients from? And yeah, I think it's time we put ourselves first and really pay attention to what we're eating.
There's an increasing drumbeat, more and more of these books out by doctors talking about the difference that food makes to everything, to our heart, to our brain, to, preventing cancer. I mean, all of these things, they come back to what was in the food and what wasn't added to the food, like what preservatives weren't added to it. And so therefore you could really get the benefit of what's there. And particularly the whole grain piece, they talk all the time about eating whole food because the way nature designed it with the fiber and the phytochemicals and all the things together gives you all of these benefits that when you strip them apart and then add supplements back in, you lose it.
And we're both dealing with, a lot of health issues in our families. And a lot of it, I think, comes down to our diet and
that's why we've been sort of hoping to get in like some national bakery chains, and because we have enough volume, we can supply a relatively large amount, and that would get our grain into more people faster than any way else I can think of.
But it's been fun to watch this bakery make puff pastry out of our Courgette flour. And, what if we can eat the things we love because they're using, flour and grains that are very nutrient dense. So we don't have to give up all the gluten and the carbs.
They're whole grain, right? Because it functions completely different, right?
Yes.
It's so much better for you if you're eating the whole grain version versus the white flour version. Yeah. I think that's the goal, is to get into places like that, and so we can eat foods that we enjoy without the guilt.
Send a sandwich to school with your kids that even though maybe it has some jam with too much sugar in it, at least they've got some nutrient dense bread and they're getting some nutrients and vitamins into them.
Yeah, it seems like it's starting to resonate, and I'm actually a little bit excited about like this Common Ground movie that's coming out. It's kind of reigniting the conversation again. When they're showing it in theaters this year, which I think is kind of exciting. So, maybe the conversation will become a lot more common. And those are some of the things that will drive the conversation, that drive people to ask questions about where their food comes from.